Hello everybody and welcome back. We are back in Arkansas and it feels wonderful. It feels so good out here.
It really does, guys. Look at how green everything is.
Well, we slept in. It's like 10 o'clock. So we're gonna have brunch.
And we needed the sleep. We've had a lot going on this weekend. We've had a lot of restless nights trying to get things taken care of.
Actually, our trip in Florida was really, I guess because it was so hot. So whenever we were camping there, like I said in the vlog, if you watch it, if you haven't, go check it out. But if you go later in the year, it is kind of hot. Like as soon as that sun comes up and it hits you, it's like you got to get out of your tent. And we even slept with the fly off. So I think we were getting up early every single day, it seemed like, and you know, we would really go to bed until it was kind of late because you didn't want to get in your tent when it's too hot. So I think that kind of wore us out, and then the drive, and I don't know, we're just tired.
And then the preparation for something that we're going to tell you later on in this vlog. We've been trying to, what would you say?
Keep it a secret.
Yeah, keep it a secret.
Incognito. Trying to be incognito.
Be incognito. Make sure we have our ducks, all of our ducks in a row. And we have spent tons of time trying to get that ready. And then I stayed up till, I don't know, 3 o'clock in the morning, night before last, trying to get the vlog done for Thursday.
Yep, that's dedication right there.
That's dedication. So I was only on 2 hours of sleep yesterday. So, but we are excited later on in this vlog to tell y'all what it is. Yeah, I hope y'all are still excited. I hope they are.
I'm still excited. All right, so we gotta get these biscuits and gravy going. I'm making homemade biscuits, so we have to do that first.
Yesterday coming through, there was a spot up the river that we really wanted, and we just saw the guy drive by, and we went down and checked it out, and it is empty. So we are about to move our whole entire camp down there because we really wanted this spot yesterday. You ready, babe?
I'm ready. So this is the new camp spot. So we gotta hurry up, make our trips, then get our stuff and put it here.
This is why we were hurrying to get this spot. We saw it yesterday, already saw somebody was at it, we saw his truck go by, and we were like, we gotta get it. Look at this, look at this. You ready? You ready? How do you feel about it, Kelly?
Oh, I love it. It's way better. The energy is just better over here for some reason.
I don't know if y'all could hear her, but she said the energy is better over here. It is. And what makes it better is the fact that where we were was really exposed to the road, and cars were driving by. They were probably 10 foot from us when they would drive by. And then here, I mean, the road's way over there. And we're a lot closer to the water. We were way up from the water and had just one little trail access. Now look at that. Yeah. I don't even think we told you where we're at, did we?
Nope.
Well, so we said we're back in Arkansas, but we are in one of our favorite places in the world, the Ouachita National Forest, close to Albert Pike, but we're in a different part, further west of Albert Pike, yeah. And this is a good place to eventually tell y'all what we were going to tell y'all, because this is probably one of our favorite places to camp. Well, now that we're all set up at our new camp location, Kelly's doing her little yoga thing because you know how she rolls. But I need to go get some firewood as my contribution to what Kelly's going to be cooking in a few hours. And I want to go ahead and do it now before I relax because she's busting out the old Dutch oven for one of my favorite dishes in the world.
We are going to go ahead and get a fire going because I'm cooking in the Dutch oven later, number one. And number two, to keep some bugs away. And I want to show you what buffalo gnat bites look like. So I don't know if you can see those. Those are buffalo gnats. So I guess we're the only ones that they affect. But Cody has a new tool that he wants to show you that he got and he wants to use to start the fire.
First off, I want to thank Bigfoot Bushcraft for sending us these fire starters. They are really great for backpacking. Actually, I wish we had these for the kayak camping we recently went on, but we do plan on going on another kayaking trip soon, hopefully, and we'll be able to utilize these, but we're going to utilize these today. And what they are cotton fire starters with wax infused inside of them. They are built to ignite in any weather or season. So if it's raining or if it's snowing, you can still use these. And it has up to a 5-minute burn time. That's actually pretty impressive because that gives you a lot of time to be able to throw sticks on top of it. And then the last is, of course, they're easy to pack away and store. So the way that you use these is you got to bend the cotton fiber. And then once you get it bent, you pull it out and you twist it back and forth. That way you can break up the wax because the cotton that's going to ignite, and then it's the wax that keeps the flame going. There, like so. Really impressed with the Bigfoot Bushcraft fire starter. Guys, thank you so much again. We are definitely gonna, that hurt, use that on our next kayaking trip.
Finally got a fire going. We're gonna let that smoke a little bit so we can smoke some bugs out, and I've got to get some coals going for dinner. But now it is time to get into what we came here for. Anybody that is new to our channel, I'm gonna give you guys a little backstory. So we started camping about 4 years ago.
Memorial Day weekend in 2016 was Kelly's first camping trip.
So we started camping then, and after that first trip, I was addicted. I was hooked. So we decided to just camp every weekend. We were going to buy everything we needed, and we were going to go camping every single weekend. And we did until it got too cold for me to camp. So now I have winter gear, and this is the first winter that we actually camped every single weekend except for one because we had a terrible snowstorm. So after us camping every weekend, got to the point where we did our Instagram. We started posting photos on Instagram of camping, Facebook as well. And even people that I worked with in Arkansas, they would always say, Arkansas is so ugly and it's so, there's nothing to do here.
You need to go to Colorado or the Rockies or...
Well, they would see our pictures and they're like, where are you? And I'm like, I'm 2 hours north.
Or I'm 30 minutes west of Little Rock.
It was just crazy how we could basically vacation every single weekend just by camping in Arkansas. 2 years ago, we would start a YouTube channel because we were like, hey, we're having so much fun camping. We're finding all these cool things. Let's make videos about it. So we ended up making videos.
And the reason for the videos is people could not believe that we were having such a good time going camping every weekend to where it became a lifestyle. It was a hobby, something we did on the side. We were showing people pictures. And then people were saying, are y'all really that comfortable? And the only way that we felt that we could bring people along with us to actually experience it was YouTube. And then since we've done that, so many of you have told us, hey, we're doing the same setup and we're having a blast.
Yeah, and like basically to inspire people to get outside and see what's in your backyard, because there's other states that we've been to and we've camped, and they're beautiful. Every state has their own beauty.
Every state.
After we've been camping every weekend, it was coming summertime and I was just like, man, I really wanted to go to the beach. We went to Pensacola, Florida. We were there for a week. So that was our first trip out of state in the tent. Then a couple of years went by.
Actually, it was just 1 year.
1 year, and then we went to New Mexico.
No.
Where did we go?
I went hardcore.
Oh, okay.
I went
this is
hardcore.
before we vlogged. Okay, this is before we vlogged. And where did we go?
I said to Kelly after we went to Florida, I was like, this was your trip. We're going to do what I want to do now. And I said, we're going to go to Glacier National Park. She's like, we can't do it. We can't do it. And I was like, no, we can. We can. So we finally made it happen. It was the most amazing experience of our lives.
It was an adventure, I'll tell you that. After that, it was like every year we were like, let's do that 2-week big trip. Let's do it.
Because of these trips, we started never staying home. And we would, even on the weekends in Arkansas, we would leave on Fridays and come back Sunday afternoon. And we just spent more time away from home to the point that we didn't even think about it. We became disconnected from the house, and all we could think about was our next trip. And then it got to the point that the only reason we were coming home was for her to work and me to work to pay for a house that we were never in. Ever. We only slept there so we could work.
Right.
That was it. Which leads us into conversations we started having about a year ago.
So about a year ago, I don't know which one of us brought it up first, but I was like, we could...
It was a joke, really.
I was like, we could totally live like this. We have all the supplies we need to do it. And so Cody, he was an accountant and he quit his job last June. So ever since then, I'd been the only one working, and he's doing YouTube. He's doing editing all the vlogs. So that's a job in itself. So that is kind of why he had to quit his job, so that he could have time to edit the videos, because he was staying up almost 2 nights a week. I don't think he didn't get any sleep.
I would work through the night.
Yeah, it was like work through the night, then go to work.
But I do want to add, thank y'all so much for watching us, because if it wasn't for y'all watching us,
yes,
I wouldn't have a reason to edit.
Yep.
And your comments are so powerful sometimes. Like, we get private messages and everything, and it's so powerful. It gives me the excitement and the energy to continue creating more content. Well, whenever you have so many people saying
a lot of positive comments and changing lives, people going camping for the first time in years, or camping for the first time period, like that makes us so happy to know that
you
there's
hear about
people,
kids
wanting to help pick up trash. Like, that's what we want to instill in the younger generation as well, is leave it better than you found it. We do want to say thank you so much to everybody that watches us, and because with your support we can continue to do what we love and what I think that we're passionate about. And I think that's what is important in life, is to do what you're passionate about, no matter what it is. And I feel like that with YouTube we've had the opportunity to succeed.
And I did not expect.
No.
I did not expect all y'all to be watching. It actually still blows my mind.
So in January, we went to Tucson recently. It's a cool vlog. You should watch that as well. And I was thinking, if we didn't have any bills, we could totally do this full time. Cody was like, what? I mean, we could do it. You have to be a certain kind of person to sacrifice certain things to want to live a lifestyle. I guess you just have to love it enough to want to live the lifestyle. You know, we had already been gone for 2 weeks, and my mom, I always talk to her, and she's like, oh, I bet you're ready to get home. And I'm like, no, not really. She's so shocked when I'm always like, no, because a lot of people after a long trip, they're just like, oh, I just want to go home. I can't wait to get home.
Kelly said the only reason I can't go full time is because of the shower. Well, y'all saw the jolting.
We have a shower.
We have the shower.
We have a sink, so it's easy to wash dishes like that.
The Jackery is a power bank, so we can charge everything. Whenever we got the Julka, we gave our shower to a friend, our old shower that we built. He was asking how things were going. I was like, good, and I joked with him. I was like, yeah, we're thinking about, you know, going full time. We come back that weekend and have like 3 or 4 texts from him, and he says, hey, my girlfriend is looking for a house. And
well, you can finish it. Hold on, I'm gonna go baby this fire real quick.
And this was just recently. He says, well, can we come by and look at it? I was like, sure, you can. They came by and looked at it the next day, and after that, it was basically sold. But then we still had the issue of selling Kelly's car.
What's funny is, so we had already had the house sold, and I really hadn't told much of anybody. I just walked up front one day at work, and I was like, hey, anybody want to buy a Mustang? And this girl was like, maybe. So anyway, yeah, her husband ended up buying my car. What's funny is we sold my car and closed on the house on the same day.
And that day that we closed on everything was the day after her last day at work. So now Kelly has quit her job. We have no house. We're still living in it right now. We have until the end of the month. And we have no car, second car. So guys, if you haven't figured it out yet,
we live in a tent!
Full time, live in a tent. And it's the craziest thing. I don't know anybody that has ever sold a house to live in a tent.
No, we know a lot of people that end up living in campers or RVs or vans, but I don't know anybody that's living in a tent. So
I don't know a soul that's living in a tent. We love tent camping. We never want to get away from the tent. But if you notice earlier we were saying how exhausted we were, it's because this whole week has been planning for us to live full time on the road. We still don't have enough room for our stuff. And we don't want to not camp in a tent.
The stuff that you see us carry on the weekends is not everything.
No.
I mean, we have gotten rid of so much stuff so far, but there's still things that we need in our daily lives that you guys don't see us do during the week. And we have to be able to carry all of our clothes, not just summer clothes or winter clothes, but both of those clothes together.
Especially when we start traveling out west, because you
don't
know what the weather's
going to be.
Arkansas.
When I told a lot of people personally that this is what we were going to do, I guess they kind of thought that we were just going to stay here locally.
And it's not that we're not coming back to Arkansas.
Oh, no. There's just so many other national forests that we want. What we do here in these national forests is what we want to do all over in the national forests. There's still national parks we haven't gone to.
We basically want to explore everything from wildernesses to cities and everything in between. Yeah. I mean, that's basically what we want to do.
I mean, we haven't even been out to the East Coast.
No.
So
I want to go. I want to go to Maine. I want to go to Vermont. I want to go to New Hampshire. All the Northeast.
And we want to be able to immerse ourselves in it. So there's not this hurry up and do it so we can get back home. We want to be able to make really cool videos for you guys to watch, and maybe you can get ideas for your trips on these places that we go, because that's what we try to do when we go to campgrounds. I try to give you guys as much information as possible so you can easily plan your trips and you don't have to do all that research that we're already doing when we're on our way there. And
not to just be a tourist and do the tourist things. We want people to explore. Yep. That's actually our motto. I don't mention that enough. And it says, don't just tour, explore, because when you're a tourist, you just do what the tourists do and you look it out at a pamphlet. But when you learn to explore, you're like, hey, where does this road go? And when you find something you weren't expecting, it makes the experience that much better because you don't have any anticipations. So that last clip that you saw of us in Florida, we were really stressed. We might not have acted like it because we still didn't have any place to put anything. Because
it's getting pretty close to moving out day.
We got 2.5 weeks left, I think.
3 weeks.
3 weeks left. We were originally planning to build a trailer. And this trailer was getting pushed back because, one, we can't find anybody that can bend aluminum effectively and be able to produce what we're looking for. So it's being put on the back burner. And then also material costs is making it where we can't make the trailer. that we were talking about. We haven't told y'all about it, but we were going to surprise y'all with it, and it can't happen right now. But it's still in the works.
It's still in the plan. It's still in the plan, but it's just not going to happen in the next 3 weeks. We needed something with off-road capabilities so that we can get in spots like this. We can go and explore things that we want to without being confined to just concrete.
But we were also needing something that could store things inside of it, because we're not going to sleep in it. We don't want to sleep in it,
right?
But we needed something.
Our tent for ventilation purposes.
We love our tents.
So we did find 2 trailers. They're the same thing, but a little different. One was in Hot Springs, and one was in south of Atlanta, Georgia. The one in Georgia was more expensive, but it had other things that we wanted. The one in Hot Springs was the exact same trailer, but it had a little different style to it, but it was cheaper. Both of our guts was telling us, let's just drive back home, call the place in Hot Springs. That's what we did. They ended up holding it for us. We went and looked at it the very next day. So we ended up purchasing this trailer.
And we haven't picked it up yet. And we will surprise you with what it is. If it wasn't for y'all watching, guys, this couldn't be possible. So thank you so much.
Yes, thank you again. And just hitting that subscribe button helps us out so much. And watching our videos, you have no idea, helps us out a ton.
And we also want to give a special thanks to all our Patreons.
Yes.
Guys, thank y'all so much.
Thank you. And if you are not yet a Patreon, but you want to support our channel even more, you can go on patreon.com, search Dome Life, and we're on there. Now that you guys know what we're doing, we hope that you continue following us along on our journey, because this is going to be a wild ride.
We don't even know how it's going to turn out.
Yeah, it's going to be crazy. I think we need to baby this fire so we can get dinner ready. Tonight for dinner, I'm going to be cooking a pepperoni pizza. I already have all my mixture in here. This is flour, yeast, salt. I'm going to go ahead and pour this in my bowl.
I know we talked about it once before, but Kelly actually has it down to an art now out here in the woods.
I hope.
Oh, come on, you got this.
My biscuits turned out so good this morning. I was just like, woo.
Actually, that wasn't this morning. That was actually a brunch.
Oh, yeah, brunch. So, you know, I told Cody, I was like, I'm not even hungry, but we will be. I know we will. So I've got my dry mixture in here. I have some oil, and I'm going to do about a tablespoon of oil. Leave that out. I have honey, and I like to do at least a tablespoon of honey as well. Okay, and we're just waiting for that water. We don't need hot water, just kind of like a lukewarm water. So it doesn't have to sit for very long. So I've got my lukewarm water. I'm not gonna pour all of it, just a little bit first. And I'm gonna mix it around. I'm gonna pour some olive oil down here and get it kind of mixed in the bowl. And then we're gonna cover it with a towel and let it rise for an hour.
While we're waiting for the dough to rise, now we can finally be fully transparent with you about the platform we built. The whole goal now is to turn the back of the H3 into a closet, basically. We're going to be getting tubs, right babe, tubs? We're just getting tubs, right? Yeah. She's kind of more in charge of it than I am. But we're basically going to be getting tubs and stacking one tub over here, one above it for her clothes. I'm sure mine will be on bottom. My clothes, her clothes, and then a shoe tub. We'll keep all of our outdoor shoes, ones that are going to get dirty.
Actually, I was thinking we could keep all of our shoes in the trailer.
Oh, we're keeping all our shoes in the trailer now.
Because of that cubby that it has in there.
Wait until I see the trailer. You're really going to like it. And we're still going to be able to, like she said, get it at places like this. We're going to keep our bedding, dry goods, and clothes.
I don't think that's all going to fit in there. Bedding?
I thought our bedding was going in there.
That's all
okay, guys,
go in there.
We really fully don't know yet. But we're going to bring you along every single inch of the journey as we figure it out. Like she said, next Tuesday, you'll see the trailer pickup, of course.
All right, it is time to prepare the first part of this pizza, which is caramelized onion. So with my onion, what I'm going to do with it is I'm going to slice it in half moon shapes. Very thin. Okay, I'm gonna get my burner ready. I'm just gonna pour some oil. I think caramelized onions work and taste better if you have butter, but we used all of our butter with the biscuits this morning.
Which were amazing.
Yeah, I mean, it still works out if you don't have extra butter or whatever. I mean, they're gonna be caramelized, they're gonna be mixed in with the lovely pizza sauce and mozzarella cheese, so it really doesn't matter. It matters, but it doesn't matter. You know what I mean?
I think We're picking up what she's putting down.
If you got the butter, use it. If you don't worry about it.
If you got the butter, use it. I like that. I like that. You got ash all in your hair, babe. As Kelly's letting the cast iron heat up, we were having a little conversation just now, and we were like, what if we can't get that trailer that we want into places? That is the beauty of continuing to do exactly what we're doing now. Say, for instance, we couldn't get the trailer back here because we're still doing, I mean, you see this setup? This is going to be exactly the same still, which means we can just bring it over here and be able to camp where we usually camp, where we want to camp.
We could just leave the trailer up there at the top if we can't get it back here for whatever reason, and just bring everything this way. All right, so I've got my onion. I like to go ahead and break it up, make sure you don't get oil on you. Pour it in here. Takes usually about anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes to caramelize some onions, so that's why I waited. We've got 30 minutes before the dough is ready. So I waited about 30 minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this. And I also need to make my sauce. It's time to pull these onions off.
And another good note with us doing this is Kelly can actually have more time to complete the cookbook that all of you have been asking about.
I wanted to reiterate that. Yes, so now I have time to create the cookbook.
She's been slowly trying to put it together. Like every time we go camping on the weekend, she'll take a picture, she'll get everything worked up.
Well, and if you're a Patreon, I post once a month a recipe on there. Once my cookbook is done, anybody that is a Patreon of that tier or higher, you will get a free cookbook. My pan is basically already hot. I'm gonna add a little bit more oil. I turned the burner off, so let me turn it back on. Since it's already hot, I'm gonna go ahead and throw in my garlic and my crushed red pepper flakes, and I'm gonna use my garlic press for that.
You were really digging that garlic press, aren't you?
Oops. Oh man, it's so much easier. Especially when you don't really need big chunks of garlic. There's some recipes I do need the big chunks, but with this, it's a sauce, so technically I don't. All right, garlic goes quick, so I'm gonna get that around because I also need to throw in my crushed red pepper flakes. Saute that around a bit. Throw in some fennel. If I can get it open. There it is. All right, I've got some tomato sauce. So let me cook for just a second. And I'm gonna pour my sauce.
Whoa!
Go crazy.
Man, it's on me.
I'm gonna throw in some oregano. Pepper. Salt. Press that in. I've got some basil. Last thing for the sauce, you can use sugar or honey, and it's just literally a pinch. So that's it. We've got to let this simmer until it gets thick enough as your whatever sauce consistency you like. All right, I think my sauce is good. You know when you have a cast iron going and you turn it off, it still kind of cooks for a while, the burner off anyway. We're gonna turn it off. All right, so here's my dough. It rose quite a bit, I would say. I'm gonna go ahead and flour my surface, and I'm also going to put cornmeal on the surface as well because it kind of gives it a crunchier texture. I feel like it does anyway. So I like to do more cornmeal. If you only have cornmeal, shoot, just do cornmeal. So now I've kind of just mixed my dough around, saturated it with the oil.
Ooh, it looks like the beginnings of garlic bread.
So I'm just kind of soaking it with extra flour and cornmeal. I like to bake my dough before I put my toppings on it. While we're waiting on the dough, I'm gonna go ahead and shred some Parmesan cheese. The dough should not take long at all. That's why I went ahead and prepared the sauce and the onion. The last thing we've got to get out is the pepperoni. We've got our dough, so I've got some sauce here, which looks really good. I can see all the garlic. And I like to keep a little sauce for leftovers to dip our crust in. We've got our onions. I like to do a little bit of cheese.
Look at those big boys. That's not a beginner pepperoni right there. That right there is a professional pepperoni.
And then I like to put more cheese.
Oh yeah.
I think she's ready to go back on there.
Let's put this thing back on the fire for how long?
Until it's done.
Till it's done. Y'all, I think she's done. We can smell it. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? The smoke's killing my eyes. What is that?
Ooh, it's done.
That's a pizza. This is so beautiful.
All right, now it's time to eat. Good morning.
Good morning, guys.
We've got rain.
Remember when we were talking about things that one of the cons of camping? This is one of them.
And the bad thing is our canopy's way over there. It's not even like right out of our tent. Because we didn't expect rain. I checked the weather and it's not supposed to start raining until like tonight, which we were planning on leaving anyway. So.
But unexpected. Doesn't bother us that it's raining. We wish we would have had the canopy closer so we could get out and cook. Now we gotta get sopping wet. It's fine. It's all part of the adventure, especially since we're gonna be living like this full time.
We actually have another plan for if we're somewhere and it's raining consecutive days. We actually bought a bigger tent so that we can actually get up in the tent and move around.
Yeah, because when we were in Wyoming and that first day that we were there, it constantly rained, and that's when it's...
No, it rained for the whole 4 days we were there.
Yeah.
We were there for 4 days, and it rained, and it was like 30 degrees outside.
And we thought, wow, it would be nice to have a bigger tent just to be able to...
And just to get up and move around, and I can still do yoga in the tent, and yeah.
We'll make sure to share all that here in the near future, because we're not going to be using that all the time either, just for bad weather.
So it has not stopped raining, and right now we are packing up everything as efficiently as we can. We backed the truck up under the canopy, packed up the kitchen stuff, moved the canopy over, backed the truck up. Now we're going to put this tent away. Everything is sopping wet, so when we get home we'll have to set everything out so it can dry. I mean, we were leaving today anyways because I didn't think it was going to start raining till tonight, and it's supposed to rain all week, like 5 consecutive days in a row. But we had plans today after we left to go to one of our favorite breweries, which is Slate Rock Brewery, and they are in Amity, Arkansas. But we were just not sure what time that they open today. I know on Sunday they open at 2, but it's Saturday, so I'm not really sure what their hours are. As for right now, we're gonna finish packing everything up, and we'll let you know when we get service what their hours are on Saturday. We are in luck. Slate Rock is open on Saturdays from 12 to 7?
8.
12 to 8, so let's go in.
So guys, we got a new cat. Her name's Kitty.
No.
No, Kitty. We named her Kitty. She really likes Kellie. She sounds like a little engine. It's like.
Uh-oh, your turn.
Oh,
Okay,
Kitty.
he's warmer than me.
Kitty.
Yep.
We got a new cat.
Wasn't part of the plan.
Was not part of the plan. Anywho. We wanted to say thank you to Slate Rock Brewery. We love this place. How far of a drive? About 45 minutes from our bike? About that?
Oh, it didn't seem that long.
Didn't seem
If
that long.
I don't know.
But we hope that y'all are as excited as we are about our new changes in life.
Yep. If you like this video, don't forget to give us a thumbs up because it really helps the algorithms and our videos get out there. And don't forget to subscribe if you're not a subscriber yet.
And we will catch you on the other.
Bye.
Say bye, Kitty. Say bye. 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 Okay. Catch you on the other.